drives are not going to fill themselves. Greetings and welcome to Dodger and Dyer presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 1 Episode 11, maybe 12? 12. I am your host, but not the DM. Adam has got the DM stick for this one. How is everyone doing on this fine Thursday?
Quite well.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
Having a bit of a long week. My terrible Ghost Recon game is becoming a little less terrible. I blame the UI when the UI won't let you know which is the actual story missions.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if you've got green dots and you've got blue dots and you've got orange dots and you've got yellow dots and you've got red dots, which dots are the ones you're supposed to follow?
Well, clearly the
Green or the blue?
green. I'm gonna go with green because green means go.
See, I thought this. Obviously, you follow the yellow dots. So I wasn't doing yellow missions. I'm like, this game is stupid. And then I went and did a yellow dot by accident. I was there by accident, right? It was like, you know.
Yellow's like the middle. Caution.
Caution. Slow down, you know? So it was like, the game is a little better when it unlocks some of the features, and it's like you start to like mission, like it's the first mission, but it's the UI is so ridiculous trying to find things and stuff. So
You were trying to be completionist and do everything but the main plot lines.
I didn't know. I didn't even know. Well, so yeah, I
need to grind.
I was like 14 hours into the game until I did the first mission, like mission 1, part 1. I finally did.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, this makes some sense. And then the writing was really bad, and I was like, oh, I thought I could trust you to do the thing. What do you mean? I went from here to there. I showed up. A thing went kaboom. You're blaming me for the thing. It went kaboom before I even got there. It's not my fault. Shut up. You should feel bad, army man. Yes, I should, because I'm running around shooting libertarians for no reason. But that's beside the point. I showed up on Libertarian Island to shoot all of Elon Musk's friends. It's like the plot of the game. Elon Musk creates an island. All the libertarians go there. The American government wages war on it. Like that's the summary
And that's why
of the
you
plot.
need big government.
That's why you need big government.
Why? Because otherwise government will show up and shoot you.
Well, pretty much. Well, so I've actually maxed out my skill tree in the game before completing mission
The
1.
first oh my god.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rewards they give me, because
There you go. Oh, that's funny.
So I've got, like, you know, the trophies. I've got gold trophies, but I haven't completed the mission. And there's 3 acts, right? There's 3 acts of missions, and I'm.
So you're already maxed out, and you're gonna just cakewalk through the game? Is that?
I don't know. Maybe they get harder. I don't know. I collected. I went. I want this gun and that gun and that gun. I went and I found them. I found the attachments I want. I found the camo I wanted, because you get to cosplay. You're like, I'm an army man, right? So you get to pick your pants and your shirt and your elbow pads and fucking a bunch of stupid shit that doesn't really matter, but made me. I collected the Canadian patch, so I got like a Canadian flag patch on my tack pack. You know, stupid nerdy army game.
I've been playing War Tales. I'm grinding so I can learn the next recipe to the imaginary thing, so you can craft a thing in camp.
I unlocked the special edition Honey Badger before I found the base Honey Badger, so why would I ever go to use the base Honey Badger again?
You would not.
Well, the thing that bugs me, it's the wrong caliber, but who cares?
They don't give a fuck anyway, so.
That's the whole point of the Honey Badger.
Right. Mark, what are you playing right now? Are you done with your wrestling game, or are you still doing?
No, they just finished the draft on Monday. The rosters don't lock until next Monday, this Monday coming up. And there's a pay-per-view on Saturday. I expect there's going to be a couple more changes, some
So
surprise
are you trying to
influence
keep your
matches.
game in lockstep with reality wrestling? Is that what you're trying to do? Or
I try to keep one like that,
yeah,
and it never goes very far because then you got to reset because something changes.
got it.
And then I've got another one where I've got a roster because you can have 3 games basically saved in our universe in your universe mode, and I've got another where the rosters are the way I would do them, and then I've got another one that it's just I'm just gonna let this go for as long as it'll go and see what happens because chaos ensues after about 2-3 years.
So, do you put in custom wrestlers?
Yes, I do.
What is your prefer? Or do you do like? Is it always the same custom wrestler, or do you?
No, well, I've got a few wrestlers that are they tend to go from version to version. I just remake them again.
Mhm.
One of them is like a picture of the Undertaker with Shawn Michaels moveset. it's a weird
It's
dude.
dynamic Undertaker.
Yeah, and then another dude, just because they had so many, like they had the $1 Million Man, so they all, and another dude who had like they've had like 3 wrestlers in the game with like some kind of I'm a rich dude kind of theme. So I made my own rich dude. His name is Richie Cashman. and the S in Cashman is a $sign. He's got a gold tooth, diamond earring, and walks to the ring like this. Because he's rich.
That's what you do.
When he comes out, money flies up out of this machine like a and dollar bills rain from the sky.
Makes it rain.
Yes. And he stole Shane McMahon's song, which starts with "Here comes the money, here comes the money."
Look at the joy exuding from Mark right now. No, I'm not gonna let him have this one.
Oh, I have a blast with it.
Okay.
I see no difference between. Well, you could be a baseball fan and watch the Blue Jays get railed on the regular.
You're saying there's no difference between professional sport and pro wrestling, like WWE
I'm
wrestling?
saying that when you're choosing your hobby,
Yes.
is there a difference between? Is there no difference? There's some difference.
Okay.
But they're not as different as you'd like to think. Also, when the TV at the gym who says Blue Jays get less than 4 hits for the second consecutive game while on a 6-game losing streak, I'm like, you maybe want to hit the ball more than 4 fucking times in a goddamn baseball game, or you're gonna start getting clown shoes because hitting the ball is the first of multiple steps in scoring.
Yeah.
You guys know there's 3 bases, right?
I'm still watching hockey. Hockey playoffs have just started, so we won't switch to the occasional Blue Jays game until the summer.
The news was so funny because I'm like, oh, the Blue Jays. Oh, they got 4 hits? The fuck? What do you mean 4 hits? Wait, 4? Oh my god. Second time in a row? Oh my god.
They're all partying or something. Hey, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? Sea monkeys. During the 3rd day, several of the crew are attacked in their sleep, forced into a nightmarish psychic combat with a ghost pirate and a sea beast. With Sun Wu's help, Jinshu speaks with the proto-being inside the dead man's lament. On the 3rd night, the ghostly ship returns and becomes target practice for the Promise's siege weapons. On the 4th day, the crew suffers another psychic attack. With a week of sailing to reach the nearest island, the crew debates their next move regarding the cursed artifact. We suspect this evening the ghost ship to appear next to our boat. That seems to be the timing, or very close to our boat, or inside our boat, or something. It's getting closer.
Mark, we can't hear you, but you're making very emphatic gestures.
I said there might be one more night where they're just within yelling distance and they just taunt us with insults.
Now, there was a curious thing. Sunwoo's pointing out that on the night that we hit it with positive energy, the siege weapon practice, nothing from the boat came to attack us. Also, on the first night, nothing came to attack us. So I don't know. There's maybe a pattern here, or there's something. Molgromere is very injured. It will take you 12 hours to restore all of that non-lethal via just rest.
Oh, I better get to napping.
Well, you might want to
He can
heal
he's got
yourself a
some
bit
cure,
before.
he's
Okay.
got some cure lights.
We might want to heal Black Dog, who's got some wisdom damage.
I can't help with that.
Um.
Oh, that's right. You still got 3 wisdom damage, don't you?
Or that was the recovery because he was at like 1 wisdom. It was
Yeah,
near
I think that's after recovery because
after recovery.
I don't have some of these spells re-prepared.
Okay.
So what time of day is it again? It is in the middle of the day when we are sleeping.
Yep.
Because we
got
want to.
attacked.
We got attacked, and we're going to continue to sleep until we can do our daily preps and be awake in time for the evening shenaniganry. And how much time between when we finish our daily preps and when the haunting happens?
The haunting isn't consistent in terms of at what time of the evening. Sometimes it's later in the evening. Sometimes it's earlier. The one day it was closer to dawn.
But we've got a couple of hours between daily preps and the...
Yeah, you have a couple hours between
Okay.
your daily prep. And
All right. We're going to try to get our sleep now that we've survived this round.
Okay.
I think Chum Chum is guarding the door to the chest where the artifact is inside, the Dead Man's Lament.
Okay.
And we're going to rest in here, and we're going to keep out the guys with... These guys are the ones that are charmed.
Yep.
Ensorcelled and thralled.
All right. Chum Chum is a living construct.
Yes. It can be charmed.
Okay. All right.
Is his type animal, or is it his type living construct?
Hang on. His type. God damn it, I might have to look it up. His type is animal.
Okay.
I'll double check, but I know it's considered alive.
Chum Chum is guarding the door. All right. The day passes. We already rolled for today's event. Party rests. The captain is maintaining course as the sun goes down. The weather on this day was eerie. Again, weird, strange, dark clouds in the sky that keep threatening a massive storm, but the storm doesn't come.
We get our preps in.
You get your preps in.
Oh, you guys, welcome here.
Yes.
I think I know how to move those rings around. Magic weapons. You were complaining about your dagger being your magic weapon.
Well, it's not so much a complaint. It's just not ideal, but you
See-
can.
See this thing here? You know how it's stuck, right? He's pointing at a ring with runes on it on your blade, on your dagger.
Yes.
That's where the magic is. Would you like me to move that to your big blade?
Yes.
Black Dog hears that. Yeah. To the big blade. I don't care. He wasn't going to use the scimitar anyways. Yeah, it should take me about an hour. Each.
Well, I would very much appreciate that, Sunwoo. Thank you.
Sunwoo grins and takes your weapons carefully. He doesn't pick up Black Dog's temple sword. he'll go and do the crafting up in the
Okay.
cabin.
All right, you are up in the cabin. Black Dog's non-lethal is healed. Molgromere, most of your non-lethal is healed. There might be a little bit if there's a event early in the evening.
Yeah, and then Black Dog heals on his own 1 wisdom for rest.
Okay. Mark, if you could hit me up with a percentile roll, or unless there's other preparations that you all would like to do in this evening.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna try the boat thing. Ganzorig's asking the group when Molgromere's around. He's not very charismatic, so he's not explaining himself very well.
Yeah, we should do the boat thing. What's the boat thing?
Oh, where we tie the thing up in a boat and drag it behind our boat to see if the launch gets haunted instead of us.
Yeah, let's keel haul the haunting thing. Yeah.
Do you know what a keel haul is?
We're gonna tie it to the keel and we're gonna haul it.
Oh, I don't think that's what you think it means.
No, that is not what that means.
Someone.
I got in a fight with the other guy, and they said they were gonna keel haul me. So they're just gonna haul me by the keel.
That is not a keel hauling. You would probably not survive the keel hauling. I could survive the keel hauling.
I'm
You
pretty
could not.
tough. I'm pretty tough.
Someday I will explain to you the keel hauling. Maybe you will get to see a keel hauling. Who knows?
Hauling is generally fun.
Not if you're the keel haulee. Anyway, what he was disguising, yeah, we were going to put it in a boat. How much rope can we find?
Oh, I'll go check. Hey, how much rope do we have out here?
There is significant amounts of rope, as in you are in a
Spare rope. Let's be clear.
you could easily have like 200 feet of rope without like impacting 200 feet of rope without impacting any of the primary functions of anything on the ship.
All
All right.
There's an arts and crafts project. It sounds like while we bring the chest up, some rope and one of the skiffs.
Okay. Gaetano, do you have anything that in particular?
Like personal?
Yeah.
Let me see. Gaetano. Well, he's got a holy symbol to his undefined god right now.
Do you want to define your undefined god? It seems slightly questionable to be able.
It's Oli Damara, the
Oli
laughing god, laughing
Yep.
rogue,
Yep.
god of trickery. I just didn't know if that was an applicable god for the campaign setting. It's a Greyhawk god.
I've got no problems with it unless Marty's telling me no.
No, we've got. I was specifically populating some of our stuff with the old gods.
Okay.
There's a bunch of old gods still.
Okay, Gaetano, there's a 50-50 chance that your preferred sleeping boat is what's being sacrificed. It is your preferred sleeping boat is the one that they've decided to...
God, my temple, guys. Oh, come on. Come on. How am I supposed to worship? In my dreams.
Hold this.
Gives you a big coil of ship rope to hold.
It quickly goes to the floor. Can't
right.
do that. I got a bad back. It will hurt.
Climb skill, disable device, or ship profession sailor. Who ties the best rope?
Molgromere's got a
Lee's got a plus 12 climb.
Plus 12 sailor. Molgromere.
Koren's not in the running. Unless you want to brew it.
Who are our trap guys?
That's Molgromere. He's not a trap guy yet. Not a very good one anyway. His sailing's better than his
Grimsby is a plus 12 disabled device.
There we go.
Katana's a plus 15 disabled device. What the fuck?
Well, he's very dexy.
Is he helping?
Well, you should do a different kind of knot when you do that. Let me do it. Okay.
What do you know about knots?
Well, I know how to tie one, not like you.
Okay, let's see what you do here.
Okay. So let me put this in a language you would understand. Okay, so the horsey runs around a tree, and then it comes through the cave.
Oh, that's a neat one. You don't use that when you're hunting.
No, that is. Well, I have a very active social life, and
Give me a diplomacy, bluff, or a charisma-based skill check for Gaetano, and give me an intelligence-based check for Ganzorig. I don't know if you have any intelligence-based skills.
Sure, I've got some knowledges.
Bluff.
1 rank in plains, nature, and religion.
Bluff and
Sure. Pick one.
7 for
Okay.
Okay, well, I got a plus 12, so 17.
Okay. The messaging was good, but not good enough to create like a physical in-game effect of like learning between the two characters. But the horse description was a good way to communicate. Not
okay. I like my knots better. They get tighter when somebody gets caught. It just looks funny. What did he say? The horse goes under or over first? He's asking Corinne.
I think it went around and then through.
Okay, that looks good. He gives a good tug on the rope. So we're tying this thing up at the end of the rope, and then we're gonna tie it to the launch, so that if the launch gets destroyed, the thing is still attached to the rope.
Okay, so it's not like you're not tying the rope to the launch and putting it in the launch. You're tying the rope to the thing and then tying the thing to the launch.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a second. Do we have a small boat token?
I don't think so.
Well, we'll use the raft for now.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, because we have a raft. All right. Okay. And you've got 200 feet of rope. How far behind do you want to sail this thing?
About...
This is Jinshu. It
Yes.
was suggested earlier, I do not remember by whom, to place one of the charmed or spellcasters in the boat to see if we can learn anything from this endeavor.
DC 15 perception check. Shortstone is suddenly off being busy. He's just doodling away from this conversation.
Be careful with it. Well, I have to get my file in between. You're gonna scratch it. It's a sword the size of the table. This little scratch is not gonna hurt it. Be careful. It's my temple. Yes, I know it's your temple. Would you like to do it? It doesn't come off. Exactly.
Wait till he sees what salt water does to it.
There's this black dog. Like his stance says no. He goes and sits back down. Just sit over there. I'm gonna watch. Fine.
Okay. Sunwoo, Shortstone is crawling under this bed.
Everything all right over there? As he's working with the tools to try to get the magical file in between the ring and the hilt.
Just taking an accounting of all of the goods.
Oh, is that where you hide everything?
Yeah. He's now tugging at the. He's like undoing the sheets on the bed so they dangle low. So then...
Captain likes them sheets tucked in Navy style.
Crisp corners, but just making certain alone time.
Oh,
Wouldn't want to see me doing a thing.
Shh. Gnomes are gross. Like, he thinks, the little people are strange. But he sits there and he watches Sunwoo do the work. He doesn't understand what Sunwoo is doing, but he's watching.
Molgromere go down below deck to the charmed guys.
Jinsha is following. If Molgromere is acting after his suggestion, then yeah, you got Snake.
All right, which of you would care to guard the idol one more time?
Okay, 4 hands go up.
Okay. Who was? I think these guys were originally on my ship, right?
The ones with the tattooey faces were originally on your ship.
Okay, I'll take
There was a lot of tattooing on your boat.
long trip, I think. I got you.
Jin is taking out 10 feet of rope that he carries.
Marcel, you have tattooed your face. That's ruining your life. You may as well trick the thing.
He's tattooed his eyelid.
All right. Tattoo Pirate 14, his name's Marcel.
There was a joke 911 call that was, I don't know if it was a joke or not. It was really funny. Completely non sequitur. My brain's melting down. Don't stick your PP in a food in the carburetor. Ruining your. It was the trigger word was ruining your life. All right.
We leave the other 3 down there, and we bring Marcel up.
Yep.
Okay. They've relocated themselves more towards the stairs. Okay, Marcel is eager to. He basically sits in the boat.
No. Before he goes into the boat, we're going to use a 10-foot length of rope to hog tie him.
Okay, he's going towards the boat.
Jinsha's grapple with the hog tying is CMD of 25.
Okay.
Which I think means the DC to escape is 35. How does
Give me a diplomacy, intimidate, or diplomacy or intimidate check for Molgromere.
Okay.
As it looks like you're sacrificing one of your pirates to the sea.
Let me double check something. Well, first of all, Mark, that math is wrong. It's +9, not that. Okay. Why don't I have it? It's diplomacy. No, it's oh fuck, I'm looking at the wrong guy. That's why. Fuck, I suck at this game. See, it's like Ahmed showed up anyway.
I had your character level.
Intimidated is all right. It's intimidating. 11, 16 is not a great roll. I'm not rolling too often tonight.
Okay, there's some grumbling, and there's some whispering of hey, what are they doing with Marcel? Hey, what are you doing with Marcel? Hey, there's a little bit of talking, chatter. There's a little bit of grumblings amongst them.
After he's good and hogtied, Jin is going to make sure that he drinks a full flask of water and that he eats something.
Okay, yeah, this man is malnourished and dehydrated.
Yep, we're gonna make sure that he's fed, and we can force feed him if we need to.
Okay.
Katano's going to try and settle some of the...
Okay, all right.
Don't you get upset, okay? Do you know what Marcel was doing down there? Do you know? With your talks? Oh, you don't want to know what he was doing with your socks. But they're going to be crusty and they ain't from the salt. You're not using his socks. He's using all your socks. You miss his socks? I tell you where they are. You don't want them socks.
So
Marcel the sock thief.
I
Marcel the
perform,
other stuff with the socks, but I will not
comedy,
describe it for I'm a gentleman.
perform oratory, a bluff check.
Bluff check.
Oh, I better stay away from my socks.
What's he doing with his socks?
It was maybe a little more innocent.
Plus 12. There we go. 29. Fucking Marcel. I am missing socks.
There's one guy going at it. There's one dude yelling about his missing socks. He's got a missing, like he's missing a leg. He's got the peg leg. Yeah. This distraction basically assuages the crew, while the snake man is waterboarding the tied up Marcel with food and bread, like force feeding him, rather gruffly, not like violently, but
yeah, he's using the flask of water to make the bread like very moist, and then sticking the bread down his throat. And if he's not swallowing, it's
like a hot dog eating contest. Dude.
yeah, he's getting squeezed.
Molgromere will say a blessing to Esticia, and then just sort of anoint him with water before he goes on the boat.
Yep, he gets tied into the boat, like the end of the.
And Molgromere is also going to cast an Endure Elements on him just so he doesn't freeze to death.
All right, Marcel, remember the sign. Say, get me the fuck out of here when we need to pull you back in, okay? We'll whip you up super fast.
Oh. Yeah, good luck out there, buddy. I don't think I've ever talked to that guy, but this is Ganzorig to me.
I have. He's one of Molgromere's old crew.
As far as I'm concerned, he's a sock fucker.
You save him, he ends up like wondering why everybody's distrustful of him in the future.
All right, we let them out, I don't know, 180 feet.
Okay. Mark, could you give me a percentile roll?
Can you unfog more so we can...
Oh, sorry. You were dropping it, and I'm like, oh, perfect.
There's 120.
53 on the percentile.
53 on the percentile?
There's 130.
Sorry, I've got to... It's going into my secret stash of tokens. You're going to see the bad guys.
Right. Oh, and you can get rid of that token. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're dragging it more than the length of our boat. I think our boat is only, about 100 and a little bit. So more than the length of our boat behind us.
Okay.
Does he look in good spirits?
He's currently hanging on to the chest.
Hogtied, so he's like...
Well, he's leaning towards the chest.
Okay, yeah.
And he's not saying too much.
And the captain didn't object at all to our actions?
Molgromere showed up, took one of his men, hogtied him, shoved him on a boat with the thing, and doodled him out back.
All right. So Jim is the one keeping watch for now.
And Molgromere's fine with the story. He's a sock fucker.
Should we stick him out there with a lantern so we can see him at night? I think we should stick him out there with a lantern.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so there's a lantern out there.
Okay.
Try to leave it in the
somebody incrementally going and refilling the lantern?
I
Let me
mean,
just
how
check.
long does a lantern last?
Yeah. When's the last time that came up? Part of me says they last for 4 hours, but it might be.
I would like to spend a mythic point to cast ever burning. Oh wait,
Yeah,
continual
exactly.
light.
You know, our war priest might be able to cast continual flame. Continual flame is a 3rd level cleric spell or a
Oh.
2nd level wizard.
6 hours on 1 pint of oil.
Okay.
So
Well.
it wasn't 4, it was 6.
Okay, we fill it to the brim.
Okay. Yeah, you have 6. You have oil on your ship. That is not a consumable that we have to track, unless you start trying to set the ocean ablaze.
Not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
This evening is tense. I'm going to roll a check for the boat. Okay, the boat doesn't like capsize or anything weird. There's no ghost ship or anything that appears.
What?
We solved it. We're just gonna drag it to port. Unless the ghost dinghy appears and starts following this thing around.
Ghost dinghy.
Oh, I wonder if we reset the curse. Oh, maybe we reset the curse. I don't think it appeared the first night, or it appeared. We couldn't see it. Or maybe we did something to it and scared it. So
Maybe
the whole night goes by and there's no
the sun is cracked. There's a man out at sea. He hasn't fallen off the boat.
Okay.
Is he still,
I think
is he still moving?
He is still moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I think instead of I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna send another boat out with one of the other charmed guys
And sub them
to
in.
sub in.
I like that. We could use the rope to go. Sure, I like it. Jinsha and Molgromere are going to be the people going out there. We can swim if something bad goes wrong.
Okay. Mark, if you could roll 2d6 plus 2 for the weather today.
Or maybe he stays out there for a little while. It's 24-hour endure elements. 6.
It's a nice innocuous roll.
Okay. All right. The weather is relatively calm. You row your way out there with another ship. I'm assuming you take down the mainsails because
Otherwise,
we're not going to do high speed maneuver to do this. We're not being chased. We're in the middle of the fucking ocean. We're at 10 days away from the Shackles, 8 days away from the closest island. Oh no. Yeah. I think the party's pretty happy that something worked.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we see when so we're bringing one of your other teammates? What's his name?
It's another tattoo pirate, or is it one of the?
It's gonna be another tattoo pirate.
Okay.
Till we're sure 24 hours goes
All right.
by, nothing happens to him.
Gertie is the one that's next.
Dirty Gerd.
Sure.
Sounds like a dirty
Dirty
name.
Dirty Gertie. All right. Yep,
Okay.
we're just basically gonna.
All right. The weather is relatively calm. Nobody's in a rush. You have ranks in profession sailor. You're competent with your ropes. So the only real check here is going to be to secure. You're swapping the pirate and you're leaving that boat out there. Is the plan?
Yep.
Okay. You swap your pirates.
How is pirate number 1 Marcel looking?
Give me a heal check.
Sure. He's going to get an examination while we're in the boat, while we're out here. 31.
He's malnourished and dehydrated, even more than you would expect.
Okay, even though we force fed him?
Even more than you would expect.
We might be better off not having any pirates with him. He's feeding off of people.
There is an entity inside the Crate of Darkness. It might very well be feeding off the essence of these people. Remember, it is called the Dead Man's Lament. And it has been affected by positive energy. Shall I lash it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Jinsha is going to channel positive energy to harm undead.
Okay. Tell me how much damage you do.
He does 12 damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And the DC was 17, I think. 17. Yeah, it has been admonished.
You know what? I think, based on what happened to Marcel, we'll take Dirty Gertie back with us. We can watch the boat.
I'd like to stay, sir. It's my turn.
There are 4 of them that are ensorcelled. Perhaps we can heal them up while it is not their turn.
All right, one more time. We will see what Marcel has to say.
Perhaps you should place the spell that will allow them to be cool when it is warm, and warm when it is cool.
That's already done.
Okay. Oh, you gave one to...
I give another
Gertie?
one to Gertie. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it would be even worse being out on the water, on the sun, all day. Yeah, no thank you.
Is
Yeah,
there a particular reason why you are selecting the ones with the markings on their skin?
because they are already enchanted. I don't want anyone else enchanted.
What about the 2 that do not have markings on their skin? Is there some sort of hierarchy that I am not understanding?
You mean the tattoos?
Yes.
Yeah, Marcel and Gertie are from my old crew. I don't want the...
Jin was on your whole crew too.
Well, they were on our old crew. I don't want the new crew to think I'm showing favoritism to my old crew versus them.
Would they not think that you are cruel to your own kind, then?
Yes, but my old crew knows I am not cruel. I am actually very funny at times.
I see.
Trust me, Moustache is hilarious.
I like mice.
Okay, yeah, but no eating the Moustache, okay?
No, he's sentient. I'm talking about mice.
Like you like them in a bowl or on a
There's-
skewer?
There's like a nod and a wet tongue that flicks out.
And he turns away and goes, ugh.
Giant snake people. They probably eat rodents.
Yeah, probably.
Just fucking Skeksis having dessert kind of.
Enjoying the opera. Okay, you make your way back aboard. As the day grows, some of the pirates that you notice that as you're taking care of them, the ones that weren't interacting with it for a full 24 hours,
Yep.
they seem to, they're now naturally hungry. They're off to.
So these 2 guys are no longer charmed, or
Yep.
they're no longer acting. Okay, neat.
I think we found our solution.
Fuck yeah, dude! Rope. We're 4th level. We got made feel like we were 1st level. Low level adventurers, rope, and dinghy.
All right.
We'll see how we sleep. If we wake up and nothing happens, we'll go get dirty Gertie.
Okay. Give me a percentile roll, Barty or Mark.
I'll let Mark do this. So these 2 crew members, we wipe the. We'll make sure that they're not ensorcelled detect magic, and we'll wipe the X's off their foreheads.
There you go. See, they're back in the cruise numbers. After Potts is celebrating the.
I got a 14.
You got a 14?
Is Shortstone sleeping with us, or is he hiding from us?
Once the plan, so Shortstone was hiding until the artifact was out, and then Shortstone was sleeping with you.
Oh, okay.
While they were selecting who would go watch the artifact that night, he was hiding.
The only thing that I think, well, let's pray to our gods that the curse is broken, or kept at bay.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't want to be cousins. I don't like no cousins.
You and I are in
One
agreement.
more guy trying to tell me what to do.
You and I are
Ganzorig,
in agreement, Katano.
while you were sleeping,
Huh?
you heard the words of a most beautiful and blessed female.
Oh, the elf lady. She wants to be my girlfriend.
Akunian warrior.
Oh, what was her? Give me a second. I did take notes for sure. Oh, great Green Archaeologist.
You don't. It's not so much conversation. It's more like a one-way burst of communication. You have no ranks in spellcraft, so
Yep.
you're just doing what you're doing.
Oh. Of course, he mixed up the green with Grand Archaeologist. That's just.
You recovered an artifact called the Dead Man's Lament.
Okay.
Do you still have it with you?
Oh.
And then there's a bit of there's a pregnant pause.
It's not good.
Oh, well. Depends what you mean by have it with us. Technically, it's not under our not on our boat anymore. Oh, by the way, Grimlir is very well behaved. I've almost finished bonding with her. Hey, do we get to see you again? Hello? Hello? Oh. Oh, maybe I was just dreaming that. That was very real.
That was awesome. That made my day.
He goes back to fussing with the. He thinks he's having daydreams about Green Lady.
Give me a perception check from anybody who has a rank in spellcraft.
Oh.
Sunwoo
Sunwoo has 4 ranks in
and
spellcraft.
Lihida. I think Lihida's our best.
Karen has a rank in spellcraft.
Oh,
and
does he?
Sunwoo
Karen
gets a
saw.
14, and
Someone didn't notice.
He's got a decent perception. He's got a 13 because we're
Oh.
rolling like.
Come on, Karen! A magic happened! So Karen noticed that a magic... something happened to... Hey, Ganzorig,
Oh.
you were talking in your sleep.
Oh yeah, the Green Lady. What do you want to know? You have your own dreams.
You need a sock? That's my sale.
I don't think Marcel did anything to anybody's socks. Anybody didn't think anybody socks it was you, Gatano.
First of all, Katano did not use a sock. Katano goes freestyle. Secondly,
Yeah, how'd you know about that?
Going freestyle?
No, the lady in my dreams.
You were responding to something. It was weird.
What lady? The Green Architect. Green Architect?
do you mean the archaeologist?
Yeah, that's what I said, stupid. I think you notice that Krimlir is growling and grouchy when Ganzorig is, because I think we finished the
Bonding.
24 hours of bonding. So
You've now bonded. You can roll me a will save for Krimlir now.
Oh no.
Because you bonded. Krimlir's now officially yours. You can roll will saves for Krimlir.
Oh no.
Oh, and I'm not high enough level for them to have devotion yet.
Oh
Okay.
no.
+2.
Oh no.
Nat 1.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So they're now. So, you know she's a caster, right? So she could be like trying to ensorcel you.
Okay, but I'm not charmed or anything.
How would we know if you weren't charmed?
Huh. Someone's detecting magic on Ganzorig.
Give me a percentile roll.
Well, because I still find her just as pretty as it was. It's not like she wasn't pretty. 96.
Sunwoo, there's divination magic.
How strong?
It would be. Let me see. There is divination magic of moderate strength.
Okay, he made a 12 on his spellcraft.
There is magic of moderate strength.
Do we see a sensor, or is it...
You're sensing it from over here. You don't have... It's invisible. So you don't have... So you know there's magic there, but you can't pinpoint the location. You just know generally... It seems to be in the space above Ganzorig and Krimlir.
Hey, I think he's being watched. Hello? He just did his waves. in like the wrong direction. Oh. Yep, he's being spied on. No, I'm not. No, he'll flick his fingers so you can see it. Oh. You're watching me sleep now. That's a little bit forward of you. It's okay though. You can. He's nodding suggestively.
Oh man.
We might also. So he was like, she might also be able to hear what we're saying. Oh, okay. So, how long you been watching me sleep? I started muttering in my sleep like an hour ago.
Give me 1 second.
How long since he was muttering and having a conversation to now?
Be about an hour, I think.
Okay, well, this is gonna get weird. Is it gonna follow me around? Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Okay,
give me...
Ganzorig's gonna move to
So-
the other end of the room.
So here, 1 second.
This is fun.
Okay, so Sunwoo and Ganzorig and Molgromere were in vision
Mm-hmm.
at that point in time. This is an easier way to communicate, I suppose.
Oh, can you hear that? Yeah.
Everybody else can hear like the muffled like on a radio.
And the aura is following Ganzorig?
The aura is not following Ganzorig. The aura, well, yes, Ganzorig's moving criminally. Yeah, the aura is following
Okay.
Ganzorig.
Okay. This is gonna get awkward if I gotta in the mornings I like to take It's not the sort of thing that you would it's not the first sort of first horse ride type material.
Where is the dead man's lament?
Oh. Yeah, she keeps on asking about that thingy. It's giving Molgromere a wink.
Pablo has been most forthcoming.
Is that the old guy?
Yes, that is the old guy.
My sweet, sweet Pablo.
You guys are no longer married, right?
You said it wasn't on the ship, but it was on the ship?
Ganzorig's like literally biting his lip and looking at Molgromere like, help. He mutters something. He mutters something incomprehensible, and his petting is like fussing over Claire.
Just tell her the truth. It's not on the ship. We do not have it on the ship.
There's a slight giggle from Sunwoo. I'm trying to play the low charismas with no ranks and bluff.
The low charisma, no bluff people.
Yeah, there's a little like from Sunwoo as he backs away. There's a giant shit-eating grin on Lee Ida's face. He thinks Ganzorig getting talked to by the elven lady in the middle of his sleep is funny.
Kren looks jealous in the corner. Oh, elf lady talk to me.
Someone should tell the captain there's sorcery afoot. Black Dog's not.
Yes, but
Not
first
wrong.
we must deal with the sorcery, and then we will tell the captain. Unless he happens to walk through the door, in which case we'll let him know what's going on.
So,
Okay, Ganzorig's going to come over to like, oh, what should I say, Orc?
Just tell her the truth. And the truth is that we do not have the dead man's lament on our ship.
Okay. Oh, Green Sweetie, I've got some bad
Did you
news.
just call her Green Sweetie?
Well, she's looking at me while I'm sleeping. I don't think she wants to kill me.
You do not know women very well, do you?
Or sorcerers. That's Black Dog.
there's a bit of a Grimsby with or sorcerer. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't have it on the boat.
Did you throw it overboard?
Why do you want this thing?
Lost artifacts that belong to the elvish people that will allow us to fix what was broken.
Oh, you got something that needs fixing? Like a leaky gear roof or something?
Yes.
Oh, we could do that for you. Just tell us what to do.
I'm sorry, we can do what now?
We gotta fix our leaky roof. Like, and then. This is
And
part
then
of this.
I'm going to go fix the leaky tap. And then,
Oh, we could pick some, stones out of her horseshoes and brush a horse for her and meet her father and all sorts of things. Good things happen.
You want to pick the stones out of her horseshoes.
Yes.
She has a boat.
Oh, no.
Shit.
It means she's rich.
Okay, yeah, I guess she could have a horse, I suppose.
What do you
but,
need us to do? Like, how do we fix it? Sunwoo, get over here. She's gonna say it's a bunch of magical gobbledygook. I'm right here. I'm listening.
I'd appreciate you not using our names.
Oh, okay, Monkey Man. That's not my name. Don't you start
That's
to...
the point!
Oh. Firebug? I've always liked Firebug.
Sure, Firebug. Whatever.
I got to pick my own name. Okay, Firebug.
We just start calling you arsonist.
Okay, tell us how to fix it.
What's the harm? Myth Neriedstranni has a damaged mythal. Deadline's Lament can fix it.
Okay, I got some questions, but I'm gonna let Firewoo take it here from here.
Firewoo!
This is not monkey. What? My dog looks frustrated. Like, why are we talking to the sorcerer lady? he looks angry. But he's
So
not.
she goes away and doesn't leave a cloud of death on our deck.
She could try.
Yes, and we'll likely succeed.
Hello? So, mythal? And why does a horrible artifact like the Dead Man's Lament, how's it going to fix the mythal? Do we have to stick it somewhere? Cast a spell? Do a
It will
ritual?
grant access to the mythal.
Oh. You know the Dead Man's Lament is pretty damn creepy. So is this mythal thing creepy? What's a mythal? Somebody's going to roll Knowledge Arcana to see who knows
Sure.
what a mythal is. Sure. That's an elven word. Nope, he doesn't speak elven. I don't know what that is.
Molgromere light.
27.
It's a mythal weapon. No.
I'm ashamed to have laughed at that, but it was good.
Too many memes.
Knowledge Arcana? You know what
myth-
it was?
Sure.
27 from some.
27. So 27. Like mythals are like big old elven magics that they use. You know that there is a elvish nation in the northeast of Rurak. You know that that nation's Sylvandesi. It's called Myth Sylvandesi.
Oh, like Myth Sylvandesi. You need us to go all the way there? That's far away.
No, you're very near Myth Neriedstranni.
Can you spell that for us?
This knowledge geography? Where do I know where this is?
Give me a knowledge geography.
Okay.
Neriedstranni. Oh. It's kind of a creepy name.
25
Aren't Nereids like...
underwater creatures.
I thought... Yeah. Oh,
25 on the knowledge geography.
25 in the knowledge geography. It's like the equivalent of like Elvish Atlantis. It's like it's a place that is like you can't find it. It's under the sea. Like it's
Okay, so when you say Elvish Atlantis, as in most people think it's myth, or
most people think it's myth. Also, it fell into the sea.
okay,
And then that would be sort of like, with your geography, it's like, the argument would be, is it an island or is it under the sea? Because some
Okay.
claim it's an island, some claim it's under the sea.
which the
You know that it is like there's like I forget the name of the giant storm. There's the bay of the forever storm.
Mhm.
It is in that region of where this place is theoretically supposed to be, which is close to the Shackles. Like it's not too far from where you're currently.
Well, rumor has it that that could be true if it were real.
Oh. Oh.
My dear husband wouldn't have dedicated his very short human life to something that wasn't real. Would you now? Would you?
That means she's gonna need a new husband soon.
Yeah.
Corinne's over there. He's not wrong.
Ganzorig's like combing his hair. Okay, so this thing allows access. Will it restore the myth place?
We'll need to figure out what's wrong with it once we get there, won't we?
Oh, it sounds like a puzzle.
Excuse me. Hi. Hello.
Hey, there's your ogre is very impressive. It's going to Molgromere, it's DC 25 perception check for to hear to hear clearly what's being said.
Okay. Yep.
Otherwise, you have to daisy chain communication.
Yeah.
I can't hear you too well.
Fiddling with his ear.
But if we do this for you, can we get paid?
Of course.
Oh, good.
What would you brave adventurers like?
We really liked those trinkets last time, but I can think of a laundry list of things that we need for our boat.
Yes.
Oh, if there are special magics that are in the elven place, maybe sharing some of the things that we find?
Certainly. You'll need help getting in. Where are you?
Okay, so...
Give me a sense motive for Molgromere and Sunwoo and Ganzorig.
No.
Mark doesn't trust her.
Oh, Ganzorig's an inquisitor. He can sense people's motives.
I should have gave you the horny penalty.
20...
Minus 4 horny.
23. Sunwoo's more excited that magic is being used, and he feels good that he feels important.
It looks like Molgromere gets tricked a lot. First mate.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunwoo is just
Not
like
as bad as Sunwoo.
magic, myth things. Finally, someone's treating him well.
Ganzorig, she's definitely miffed about something.
Well, I could tell that maybe some of your people over there are not acting the way it is and the way they're supposed to be, but don't worry, we'll fix all that when we finally meet face to face there. Okay, so you gotta tell us where this myth thing is? Where were you supposed to go? Where is it? He's asking Molgromere.
Ask for headings.
Well, we need some, what do you call them? Some chart star points or directions? Yeah, directions. We need some directions. Tell us some island names and approximately where and how many days ride out from the islands. Just give Molgromere a thumbs up.
Molgromere's just like... "Oh."
Acceptable.
Okay. We didn't say anything wrong, eh? You're not angry with us?
Of course I'm not angry.
Okay.
Just disappointed.
Well, it's a very dangerous thing. We've been having a hells of a time.
You are far too young to be meddling with something of that danger.
We figured it out. Not so humble brag. Don't worry, we figured it out. We're smart.
You start getting like coordinates, like latitude, longitude.
Okay. Sunwoo offers the pen and paper to Molgromere because he doesn't have, unless it's stuff that I could do with Arcana. He doesn't understand the numbers.
So you asked for boat-ish coordinates, so it'd be a professional sailor
Molgromere.
or knowledge geography.
We'll go with profession sailor because it's just a little higher. 32.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's the one we want the 20 on.
Okay. Yes, you have coordinates, and there's basically she wants to meet at an island.
Okay.
This is not the myth, but of island near Myth Neriedstranni. Okay. Do you have a favorite flower or candy or color?
Okay.
It's probably green, right?
My favorite color is Harlequin.
Oh, okay. Just the cross look on it.
It is a type of green.
Oh, okay. We can do that. This is Sunwoo, who stole the thing that can copy any color. Oh, don't worry, we can do that. Okay. Okay. I really gotta take a shit now. He says shit in Acunian, but like he needs to take a spot. So
I have to go shiz now.
Okay, when we meet, you should probably tell them if you want all their help and for them to be all gung ho, like what we're gonna get paid, because that's what the captain's gonna want to know. Just to keep everyone happy.
See you soon, my brave Acunian warrior.
Okay. Goodbye, Green Lady. You could bug me in my dreams anytime.
I will also be seeing you as well, Sunwoo. And I heard Molgromere.
Firebug?
Engage my crew.
Firebug.
Firewoo.
Yeah.
Then you hear some choo choo cha cha chee chees to Grimlear. Because just how message works.
Yep.
There's a little choo choo cha choo chee. And you don't know if she's there or not, because
We'll detect magic, see if it's gone or lingering or.
okay, it takes a couple more minutes and then it goes away.
Okay, I think it's gone now. We're safe. A good job, Ganzorig. Oh,
Shit! How do you... Seriously? You're... Oh.
I told you I'd find a wife out here.
Yeah, but it's
She's got
already?
She's got a ship and everything. She raises griffins. petting. I don't know what the fuck Harlequin is, but you're gonna have to teach me what kind of shade of green it is. We got lots of shades of brown in the steppe. Well, green in the summer, spring.
First, let's see if she does not try to kill us and rob us before you make
course.
any wedding plans.
Of course she will. She's a sorcerer. That's all they know is trickery.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know what
that
you're
doesn't
talking
mean you can't.
Terrible thing to say. Sorcerers love you.
No, they don't.
I love you. He's trying to look innocent. Like, I would never hurt you.
Because you can't.
That's right, I'm just weak Lucatano. What can I do?
There's a nod from Black Dog.
My frail little form could never affect you.
You know, big guy, sometimes you just need that spice in relationships. You know, just that like you just don't quite know what's going to happen. Corinne in a past life had a very
the
aggressive marriage.
the vampire crazy ladies.
Vampire crazy people.
Yep.
And he was married in. Yep.
We should tell the captain.
He was married into a chaotic evil family.
Yes, now that the magic is gone, I will go tell the captain.
Well, tell him that we got a job from the green lady there.
I'll let him make the decision.
Okay.
Yeah, this is worth waking a captain up over.
The captain's awake because he's currently running the ship.
Yeah, somebody's gonna follow, so will Jin.
All right, yeah, we'll go talk to the captain.
Okay.
There we go.
Captain's above deck.
I would be quite concerned about a place that is unlocked by a artifact of darkness. Jin's saying this to both Sun Wu and Molgromere on the stairs up.
Of course I am. Any kind of magic thing that is fixed by that terrible box is not a good magic.
No. Maybe this is the thing that corrupted the myth, though? Or it's...
Or maybe she is lying, and this is a thing that will cut up the myth.
Or it was the creature inside that Jin Shut talked about, the proto being... Well, like how proto? Like before elves proto? I did not know if it lived before elves. It could. Well, then it's really, really old.
Has Molgromere ever heard of like aquatic elves?
Give me a knowledge nature. Or like bard check.
He's got knowledge. Yeah, he's got. If he can make an arg check, he'll make an arg check. Is that what we're calling it now?
We can make an
Arg. Got a 20.
There are elves that are more attuned to the water. There are many stories of them. They do get frequently conflated with like merfolk. As well as like, you know,
Sahuagin or whatever they're called.
Right. There's a few flavors of fish people, and
Lokata.
surfacers have a hard time distinguishing which type of weird fish person came out of the water. The reason why Molgromere is aware of this is he's basically familiar with every... Like, he's been called these different things all at different times as insults to his person.
Looked it up.
Kuotoa. Be another fish man.
Yeah,
So
that's a new one.
there's, and then like one that would be more elf-like. Yeah, there's a few that could be more elf-like, and then an elf is explicitly is possible. It's totally a possible thing.
Okay. And would like these aquatically themed elves, shall we say, be green by chance?
That would be one of the colors. Green skinned, blue skinned, like gold skinned. There's a variety of
Okay.
colors. elves themselves also come in a variety of colors.
Yes.
A variety of skin tones. They're more varied than like humans.
Humans,
would be,
yeah.
where humans are all like different flavors of brown.
They
Right?
get some green in there, yeah.
Yeah, they get some like actual like vivid pigment in there.
I suppose Jin's got a point that if the key is giving us this much problems, that the place that it unlocks might be really bad, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find excellent magics that have been hidden from the world.
Yes, my only concern is she seems willing to share.
Molgromere,
Captain, we have
Navigator. I thought you were resting.
yes,
Brings you above ship.
we have news.
Like there's some yelling and pirating going on. Goober jibber, filling pirate gobbledygook, yelling and the spray of water.
We have news, Captain. The elven archaeologist contacted Ganzorig. She claims she is willing to pay for the dead man's lament.
Well, I'd kind of like to be rid of the fucking thing.
It could also be the key to untold elven riches.
Yeah, she claims it's going to fix a pulls out a piece of paper, a missile for a place. Well, you have heard of Myth. What? Say it again.
Neriedstranni.
Neriedstranni. Myth Neriedstranni. Which, I mean, according to legend, yeah, not too far from here.
Someone's like nodding vigorously. Jin shifts his weight so that his body is creating a shadow over her.
Do you think we can trust her?
Well, she seems willing to share. And now maybe it's just because I have been a pirate for so long. That leads me to suspicion, yes.
She shared suspicious. Yeah, she did come through with the trade for the old guy and the kid.
This is true, yes.
It
Ganzorig seems to trust her.
It sounds like Ganzorig has entered into some sort of mammalian courtship with the Green Lady. Jin missing all sorts of social cues. And only hearing Ganzorig's side of the conversation.
Mogramir's just shaking
Like
his
a
head.
fucking accordion. Other people are laughing. There's some joke going on.
Someone was just smiling. Jin completely doesn't know why people are laughing.
Alright, so what's the request?
Well, I was just letting you know she wants to meet at this. He hands him the coordinates. He wants to meet here in what, a couple days time, or
No, we are days and days and days away from.
You're more than a week from any place where
she
that
wants
is.
to meet here and make the exchange. Our other option is to keep running, and so far towing it seems to be a good job, doing the trick.
She says we'll need help to get into the mythal place, which is, I think, under the ocean. Did you say?
Well, no, it might be under the ocean. Some stories claim it is an island.
Oh,
Perhaps it is an island that sometimes sinks. I like that one.
we should bring boats.
Yeah, we have a nice big one right here.
That means we still need to get there. We still need to hope for good weather for the next. I don't know, how far away is this? Says the navigator.
Brock, you're in charge. Molgromere and Mr. Potts and Sunwoo and Jisher are going into the main quarters to look at some maps and figure out where the hell we're trying to go.
Okay, Sunwoo takes out all the maps, not knowing which one it is, and just stacks them up on the table and like gets Molgromere to come over to help him.
Molgromere eyes him as he gets rid of the unnecessary maps.
Okay.
Navigator, fuck.
Zero ranks knowledge arcane. Zero ranks knowledge geography, and zero ranks in sailor. He can read the stars though. Like I think that falls underneath Arcana.
Yep, usually does.
All right. From your previous check, you know where you're supposed to be looking. You are inspecting your map. There is within the shackles. It's on the edge of the shackles. There is a tiny little tiny dot that's represented there. Give me it's going to be a perception check. It's DC 20.
Someone who's trying to learn but is in the process of learning gets a 10. Jin Shi is watching, but I don't know if he's picking up on any of this. 28 from Jin.
17 from.
Okay, because the island is so small, it's actually listed in like an explode out on like the other side of the map, like the name.
Oh.
Its name is Bone Rack Isle.
Well, that's a fun sounding place for a mythal. Maybe these are the bad elves.
Well, if the bad elves want to take their cursed thing back and pay us for it, I'm okay with that. They want to do something else, less I'm worried about.
Bone rack Isle.
Yeah, and it is a tiny little island.
So whose bones are getting wrecked there?
Yeah, it's an island that's like a mile or two by like 6 miles. It's like PEI. It's small. It's half the size of PEI.
Have you heard of this place before?
Have I Bone Rack Isle? Knowledge geography? Or
It appears to be very small compared to the other islands.
Your R check would be the most likely to get it.
Okay.
Like your knowledge local shackles.
My art check. 21. No.
It is a very difficult. It is an island, Bone Rack Isle, or sometimes known as Bone Wreck Isle. It's small and frequently missed on people's charts. It's very common to be blown into this particular island and sink your ship.
This is the one we keep our distance from.
Typically, it's one that you try to navigate around it as an obstacle. It is a challenging location.
Potentially.
It's getting better It's getting better all the time.
I was excited about piracy now. Good for you.
This isn't piracy. This is exploration. This is uncovering mysteries of the world. This is
Piracy is just exploration of other people's goods.
Mr. Potts nods. Piracy is many things.
I have my pirate name, sir. It's Firebug.
Oh, you keep up this enthusiasm, your pirate name will be Woohoo.
What?
I don't know if you're sitting that on that.
Oh, okay, fine. Firebug for now. But stop being so happy.
Do you want me to remove the ring from your sword?
He kind of moves the sword away from you. Firebug.
there's this. Finally, I have some leverage as he goes and puts some of the other charts away.
And it came from intimidating back.
Yep. Then he's looking expectantly at the captain with doe eyes, like, "Please, can we go to the shipwreck island?"
We still have a few days on our final. We have a few days before we change course. Good a thing as any. Try to make certain the Acunian's pants doesn't talk us into a bad situation.